Hey, I have not so much to mention, but I do now everyday videos, so I talking about my journey, so I hope to check what resonates with you and everything else, just to be let go. So I said that the energies of my twin were challenging, and they really are, because I think if they are physical, like the physical twin is grounding, as I said, to bring that to the people, which I didn't want, because I still cannot find this connection to people. But at the same time, if we hate people, it is actually an indication that we are not ourselves, because this is actually the connection to ourselves that we hate or not quite figured out. So the twin who is more in the lower chakras, which are the same important, because if we're not grounded, we're nothing, because we want just to escape of that body. And so he is doing his grounding and his science and his beautiful physical process. And this is so much not enough, because he failed to have a connection to the source, like to feel this expansion in himself, and that's what I am for, like the spiritual twin. And so we are actually irreplaceable for each other, like life important, which not everyone understands. I do, but the energy was like he was such depressed, because he was not able to believe in the change of a situation. Twin flames came to really, in my opinion, to orchestrate a wonder. So that means it came mainly to people who are in such mess that they couldn't believe that can be something else, and this is of course the case for me. And so I had to kind of help him, chase him. I didn't know, I didn't want, but it was kind of he needed me. So this is a direct reflection that I still cannot trust that he can help himself, or I cannot trust that everyone is a god, and I don't have to sacrifice myself and be the one who is a all encompassing saving and healing. But maybe the other thing is that I still didn't let go of control of myself, because I'm so afraid. That's what I learned. I have to be in control, because I have to be prepared for the dread, in my family. So to let go of control is really, really difficult for me. And for him, the direct reflection was to let go of being victim and think that he needs always help, because he cannot be this strong human being as he saw in me, and he can, for sure. I knew that. And yeah, he's figuring it out, but it is on me too to give up on resistance to the flow of life, as I read just now, and just check off the brakes. This is very important, so we're not like holding ourselves back. there are some steps to take, but I think we have all the help if we want, because this is just a experience, and this is on us what we want to do, how I said, and which vibration we want to be. So to figure out, of course we're gonna make some faults, but it's really brave to do that, and it's actually the one direction. But as I figure out today, because I've been doing some Reiki, some good friend helped me, and mostly I have figured out that I'm still not ready because I'm still not connected to people, but I have ability, obviously, and I benefit from miraculously. This is like being further than the word might win the same is the problem that I, for example, I could all the time do Reiki. If I see someone stranger, if I know they are not good, I can ask them, and I had a good experience with, because I so believe in it, because I know and I see it even, and they've been grateful, and I would do this all the time if I could, but it's not that everyone is ready for. Yeah, it's maybe on us how far we want to go, right? Because it's actually funny to be that rebellious to show, and maybe I learned something today, because I've been there with many people. I did it privately, but I had to be there for the expression, and one didn't feel much, because as I felt it was actually releasing him, but people have to ask for, but it was like rather experience it, and it is good to make this experience that some people are not able to feel because they are not in flow with their own body, but the other was feeling, and anyway, the feedback was kind of like I was expecting something, and so I realized, of course we have to expect the good, but what is the good? Everything is good. So that's what I experienced today, that of course I have to trust, but like go the other person to have their own experience to learn from it. If I believe in what I'm doing, it's anyway a win-win. But the most important thing I read today or heard is about observing. It's not about judging or expecting. It's about observing. Nothing is good or bad. This was actually what I wanted to say in this video only. And yeah, everything else I think it's on the way. It's happening so much, and I have to trust. The style I made today, we have to trust, give up, observe, make those meditations, and I wanted to trust more with what I decide to do. Either it is vegan diet, either it is fasting, either it is everyday meditation, or everyday couple of minutes yoga or tai chi. Trusting, and the thing is grounding for sure, like more feeling welcome on this earth, feeling home, shooting roots, seeing it clearly that we're at home with ourselves, that we're all one. This is a big the goal for many. Yeah, so the love to ourselves would actually show us the way, because if we are not feeling still home or comfortable, it means we're still not truly ourselves. So let us be that and not talk so much about what's not right. We have to feel the pain, the experience have to be felt in every cell so we can figure out and release it with all our body, which is the biology genius. But we have to move as soon as possible from that feeling to a better one. So not stick to talk about the same, even if it's so painful, because it's kind of like stigma that we put on ourselves. So we have to really, in this year 2017, I wish for all of us to move away from it, because I don't have to stick to it anymore. Everything can be changed 1 second. That is our nature, but we have to decide for it, we have to choose it, we have to focus on it, nothing more. So I love you, and I see you the next time.